Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
啊，忘记了。晚安，晚安。啊，继续破主线了。主线已经差不多了啦，讲实在的，应该已经到一半了吧。
Lumos.
感觉这4大试炼应该就是最后的。哎呦，怎么敌人又来了？急练了不少啊，所以现在敌人应该挡不住我。可是问题还是卡在上次这个机关。
Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Lumos.
他说可以旋转呢、哎，那怎么又卡在上次这个
Leviosa. Leviosa. This has a moth imprinted on it, the same as the door. Lumos.
该不会还要一只吧？这边已经看起来已经两边都有了。
Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Leviosa.
喂，这一段，
Defender.
嗯，
I see. This is supposed to spin. But how?
How？
Revelio. Accio. Defender.
喂，太奇怪喽！几乎所有的都已经学到了，应该是已经可以转了才对啊。
Sendo. Here. Sendo. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Deposit.
结果是这个。
Lumos. 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 Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Here. I need to get that platform closer. But how? Revelio. Here. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. Here. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Lumos.
晚安，晚安。下午玩太累了，所以晚上比较晚开。不过我觉得哈利波特不够我撑到人工石头，感觉这一块要完结也很快。也真多哎。40个小时内其实算短的。
Lumos. Levioso. Poison. Lumos.
嗯，有趣。
Lumos. This looks even more complex. Rebellion. Lumos.
嗯，我是没有那么执着到要全收集啊。
Lumos.
我只要玩到一个可以让我轻松把最后一关王干掉，我就很开心。
Lumos. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Lumos.
两个上去，还差最后一个。最后一个是怎么上？
Revelio.
那还有一只，他妈的！我还在思考要怎么把下面那一只弄上来。
Lumo, I need to bring moths to the door.
轻松简单。
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in hers. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Revelio.
等差太多，这里的装备完全没办法满足我。
Lodgok, the sarcophagus has been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
25个钟头就完结了。好，那我可以更快完结它。
There they are. The Ashwinders.
No.
小龟在往内互打。
You will not survive this fight! You will pay for your deed!
我先看他们，看他们。
You're going to regret that.
这种隔岸观火的书种。
What was that?
可惜那个击杀不受。NPC 往内互打的这个机制，我很少看。巫师我也没看过往内。
One less foul hulking brute.
捡现成的真爽。看看这个周末能不能破关，应该是可以。不过我还是会把支线解完，跟玩人中之龙一样，支线解完，主线解完。
Revelio. That's it.
This is for Rookwood! I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
哎，我看。
Reducto!
You've made a... You're the one who released Cresswell, aren't you? You will pay for your sins.
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder. Mysterious and a bit unsettling.
这一块有人说 PS5 的优化比较好，但是我对 PS5 一直以来都没什么信心。
Well done.
PS5 的
This
画
is
面真的有
sure
比
to
PC
impress
好。
Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Oh, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts. She hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my uncle Roland in quite some
这是
time.
怎样？信是一口气积起来，都完一口气丢给我是怎样？他妈的，好不容易解完一头拉骨支线，又来一头拉骨支线。哦。变换术，哎呦，可以变换哦！快快快！等不及了，直接瞬移过去。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serena. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your Al mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
You're worrying far too much. Nobody...
应该也快要有骑兽了。这扫把我有点骑腻了，想骑点不一样的东西。
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumor is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Madam Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Fringo!
哇，变冲天炮了，跑到哪去了？哼，哇，这招真厉害，把人家做成火箭了。
Revelio. Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you! How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Madam Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Badolf? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand knitted.
No. No. This can't be. Oh.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph.
应该骗他的哦，不应该说实话的。
Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
既然在《哈利波特》的游戏里面有讨伐任务，
Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to
晚
be
安
rid
晚
of
安
them,，I
竟然
wouldn't
有
want
讨
you to
伐
risk
任务。
injury or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in Revelia. This is our home. Alohomora.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Revelia.
How nice of you to stop by.
这有点讽刺哦，旁边有农夫在耕田，然后盗贼就在旁边。
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame
他
Beaumont
们
described.
会不会过得有点太和平了？
Wizards are running scared, as they should. Oh, I heard something. Someone there? Wizards are running scared. I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. My friends are now, don't I? Wizards are running scared. As they... How nice of you to stop by. Oh, come here. I won't rest until you're dead. No! I will make you pay. I won't rest.
You only have Ranrock to blame. One camp down, one more to go.
那这个系统好像是被发现了，敌人就会增加1倍；
Revelia.
啊，没被发现，敌人就很少。可是刚刚那敌人是妈凭空跑出来，瞬间瞬移进来。
One less human to worry about. nice of you to stop by.
Hmm? 卡点。不过他没有赛博朋克这么夸张啊，没有2077夸张。2077那个只能用 bug 来形容。
A castle must have been quite stately in its time.
它这个谜题其实有跟没有一样，因为太容易了。这个只要捡到3个就能解开了，太容易了。这是专门给玩家带来成就感的任务。
Wonder who lives there.
Bardolph, you wouldn't have left.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
Oh, I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten.
必须要用行动来付出啊！
Truly.
这一堆人感谢我啊，东西还是卖我原价。
What do you have for sale?
I do appreciate what you went through. Thank you.
卖我死人骨头。
Sincerely.
说要感谢我啊，只卖死人骨头给我。
My father always taught me.
你们真的很棒。
What do we have here? A demiguise. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. But I still need to visit the cave to find Sorona's box of letters. Better have a look around, see about the hawk lunch and the box of letters. Ah, that's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio.
Lumos. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or maybe keep up.
啊娘！我也是混蛋26。别啊，饶命啊！喂。 下饶命啊！喂，干你他妈的！
Rest easy, my large friend.
Ravenia.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
还差一个，我怎么就跑出来了？
Revelio.
喂，还差一个啊！你在干嘛？搞屁呀！这个会不会太夸？会不会太夸张
？Better have a look around, see if I can find some letters. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Revelio.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything.
这样是不是就可以变形了呢
？Could it be a Merlin trial? Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
「唯一可惜的就是城镇里面不可以用坐骑，城镇里面如果可以用坐骑，就速度就会快很多。
I saw what you did.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
结果解完了也没给我药水。认赔杀出。
I'll fix him.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession, A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one.
连配方都没
Take
给
as
啊
many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar.
唉，
All I
太
ask
抠
is
了。
that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it. This must be the cellar. Now, to find that venomous tentacula. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelia. Where is that venomous tentacula?
哇，它的地窖，它地窖跟迷宫一样大。这家伙也太了不起了吧！事业干这么大。 把他的家地窖搞得乱七八糟。
It's a wonder they haven't taken over the whole house. Prepare.
妈的，他家地窖这么危险，他竟然还可以在那边做那么久。
Revelia. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Confringo! Revelia.
终于用魔法作奸犯科了。
Completed that errand?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
300块，干他乞丐。可以解任务了。诶，变形配方在这。
Deke?
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before.
我昨天看电影版第2集的时候，他也有出来啊。所以这迪克可以活好久啊。但是他电影版超级歪的。
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can, on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area, so perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out there on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
拯救胖胖球。
Do cooperate, won't you? I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture
不就是那
puffskeins.
个叫哈利不要回学校的那一个
What
白
they
痴
do
吗？
with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right, where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
啊，名字不一样。他们长得太像了，那我不禁以为是同一个。
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the
难怪
area.
差很多。
Perhaps we should work
托比
quickly.
那我觉得
The
很不耐
jobberknolls are
烦。
just here in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to
这个
slow
靠
flying
看起来
beasts.
可靠很多
Easier。to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
"这是叫拯救还是叫抓？
I'll look after you.
到了主角这边，抓都变拯救
I
了。
rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of.
所以
A
这
herd of
边
moon calves.
这一边
They
的
live in a
人物
clearing
跟那
of
边的
trees
人物
on
完
this
全没有搭
footpath.
嘎，没有
Deke
交
will see you
叉，
there.
完全不重复。
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you
你
mentioned?
该不会是说那个吧？
Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral
哎，
pattern in
校长
front,
有交叉
but
到吗？
only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
不是那一只鬼
We'll
吗
be waiting for？
那一
your
只鬼有
return.
交叉到。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Revelio.
我想拯救他，但我怎么没看到他？哦，这里吗？不对，这只是鹿啊，还是鹿？我他妈的也能拯救他？只能拯救魔法奇兽。 怎么没看到？喂，托比。
Deke, what am I meant to be doing again?
You should try to find a moon calf. Since they only
晚上
come
才
out
会
at
出来。
night, you may have to wait a little while, depending on what time it is.
不过这一边的校长看起来比较机车。
Now, I'm only trying to help.
“别跑啊！”
Oh, no, you don't.
“那么看起来我比较像盗猎者嘛。他就是典型的死板校长啊。
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
“回到游戏，人人都想玩史莱哲林。”大家都想要把不会用魔法的人全部铲除干净。
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens!
我就觉得作者很可怜啊，被那些演员背叛。
What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
那些演员也是真的就是靠哈利而已啊，靠哈利波特。其他的作品我倒是都没什么看过他们。
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
这就等于背叛自己的实依父母。
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe
他们可以
lives.
选择
Perhaps you want to
选择
release
永
them.
远跟这
Let
些个
them
作
see
品
the
切
new
割
home.
啊，就不要再打着这个名号来。 做又不敢做得很绝，就完全做切割啊，就这样就可以挺社会战士啊，表达自己誓死挺社会战士的决心。
Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Dee can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
我要是 JK 啊，我早就干掉你们了。而且 JK 也不是说不尊重他们。他讲的是体制上的问题啊。他说不敢跟那个多元性别的人上厕所。他讲的是他妈的有人如果装多元性别怎么办呢？这个问题是这个好不好？最近才又发生，日本才又发生一个，他说他自己是女生，他跑去女厕所上厕所，结果对女生性骚扰。现在讲的问题是这个啊，这怎么证明啊？你要怎么证明你的性向是完全是个女的？要怎么证明啊？那这点不搞清楚就不用想那么多了啦，讲实在的。所以我就觉得作者讲的是体制上的问题啊。他们就硬给他灌歧视，干别气，那个白痴一堆。
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
干他就不要干啊，钱不要领啊，爱做又爱闲的。我感觉他们都只是想要蹭，你知道吗？在那边蹭流量。他以为这样做会显得他比较伟大。并没有。 可以强化装备的耶！看这个游戏连强化装备都有做，强化3次。
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
"不能让 JK 赚钱，你不要赚先呐、
I used the
你就
enchanted
不要
mirror
演，你也不要赚。
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beast you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
欧美真是恐怖哦，假道学，假道学一堆。魔物猎人我不知道，我都是看游戏多不多。隆恩的演员，隆恩就是他的第2个名字。
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
他也只能演隆恩啊，他剩下都没有演啊。
You made it.
而且讲老实话，他其实蛮屁孩的，
Enjoying the view?
长
Keeping
相
an
很
eye
屁
on
孩。
things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no
讨
less.
厌
I
他
heard
就
a
不要
goblin referred to wizard kind as wand
就
carriers.
讨
Are
厌他，你
goblins
就
forbidden
不
from
要
carrying wands?
不要用他
Precisely.
任何世界
That's
观的
why
东
I'm
西
on the。hunt for answers.
人
If I'm
家
to
把这
cure
世界
her,
观
I
建起
need
来，
to
你就都
understand
不要
what
用。
happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us, which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
神剑三我就是做到最后故意先停下来，因为它 DLC 他妈的最近才出啊，还没出
Feldcroft
完啊
used。to be a lot livelier,
What are you up?
with Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time.
我游戏一旦破了，我就不会再去动了，
My
所
sister
以
should be just inside.
异域3是那个可以说是故意留着。他妈那 DLC 真的是有够慢。 他圣火是即使出 DLC 我应该也不太会碰。
Sebastian, where did you?
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
那是被人家吓得会拉肚子的咒语吗？
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry. I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister.
对啊，
If there is a cure,
但是哦，他
we'll
DLC 也不是同
Your
步
faith
出
in
的、啊，
Sebastian is misplaced.
他
Some
只
sort
出
of，dark magic
是不
cursed
是给你
Anne.
慢慢出，先出
The
2个
goblins？ aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is
其实
cruel.
这有点像抽奖，你知道
The
吗？
only thing
就
to do
是
now is keep Anne
DLC 的
comfortable.
内容都不跟你
Stay
讲，
out of the loyalist
都
way.
不先跟你讲有什么，
I understand what you're
然后
saying,
等你
sir.
付了钱再一口气
I know
明
what's
了。
best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children.
这圣火那个剧情我是不会玩第2次的。
If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
没办
You
法
didn't，
后玩的享福利啊。
And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
他的黑魔法最强啊！
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll.
Tell us.
Quiet. Too. One less human to worry about.
Fuck， 玩真的。
Is that the best you can do? You won't get away with that. I shall avenge your death.
You've made your last mistake. Human to worry about. Too slow. I won't rest.
他是最好的伙伴，我觉得有点太过誉了。你看他妈他在走路哎，你有没有看到？我他妈在这边打得这么痛苦，他在旁边走路哎。这样太了不起了。
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. she came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
Huh. It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
This well looks familiar. Sebastian! I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbarton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
astronomy. I swear.
Good. I'm sure they likely hadn't heard the house before. Trusted ally and friend. And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it
What
into
the fuck?
focus on your own.
这个黑人是怎么回事？这黑人是怎么回事？
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us.
这才是真的歧视啊！无视黑人。
Dismissed.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. We Ravenclaws must stick together.
Oh, hello, Emmett. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope?
I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Emmett. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, I... Thank you, Emmett.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it...
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial, of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes? What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help you find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs. Stargazing.
Lumos.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected. More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh, no. Not this close to the school, Emmett.
Look! There's the table! I think the constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Emmett. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous, thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Off on another adventure, are we?
These rocks have seen better days.
Psst, over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the
晚安，
main
晚
gate,
安。
see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Revelio.
I wonder what that does. Oh, that didn't work. Perhaps something with that did it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Revelio.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Dead end. Must be another way in. That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Revelio. Leviosa. Accio.
right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blasted! There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
All they do is interfere with making a suction.
Revelio. Preparo. Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
I'll stick him like a dovetail.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Not the safest place to sneak into. What does it tell us? Revelio. What does it tell us?
Ha ha! Time to teach some.
Hello, Amora. Revelio. Accio. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Hello, Amora.
You're going home in a wooden box! I see you! Levioso!
Incendio!
Lay down at once!
Incendio!
Levioso!
Like
Levioso!
You will pay for that. Confringo!
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on. Alohomora. Hurry. There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. This is amazing! It's incredible, isn't it?
嗯，这样就有飞行坐骑了。
How exciting.
terrifying, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you. I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Hallow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Hallow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
还是无法使用的状态。看样子可能还没跑啊。 哎，又出来了，看是 bug。
Handy resource indeed.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it, if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus Curse, also known as the Torture Curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on Muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio.
Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home? I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Why did he challenge that?
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need.
Rebellion.
We need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly. Wolves! Prepare for a fight. I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can remember.
Rebellion.
A fork in the road. We will meet Revelio again. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Revelio.
I understand.
Taking in children now, are we? Better not be expected to feed.
Mr. Tell us. They have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes.
Revelio.
Obnoxious. Obnoxious.
They got what they deserved. I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you? He's just a child.
I know I'm not hearing things.
No more happy days. Ha! You're easier to spot than... Knew you were still hanging about.
Expelliarmus!
It's not my one. Feel my wrath.
Freeburg. Leviosa.
Is that the best you can do?
Revelio.
Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Bye.
We need to get this open.
Aloha Mora.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now, let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
We don't want to worry you. I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
What are you up to now? Revelio. Revelio.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt's knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about... What was it? Scriptorium?
He told you about that?
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is best left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, over here.
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share?
Revelio.
You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear.
Confringo.
Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well,
Don't you see the romance
3
of it all?
heads are
You and
better
I,
than 1.
we never stop-
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, obvious.
Alohomora. Confringo.
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Lumos. A journal entry. Signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here. I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
There may be something to this pile of rubble.
Revelio. Lumos. Reparo.
The rubble formed a relief of a person
Lumos.
facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Lumos. It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed.
Confringo!
There's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this
Revelio.
easy.
Lumos.
Rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
Matching the symbols did open it.
I was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work. Another welcoming sword, wasn't it? The dial seems to be getting more difficult. But we made it this far. Don't give up.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, but she was my favorite person in the world. I imagine the speeds vary and symbols differ for every dial.
Lumos.
gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial soul.
Impressive. Nice work.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome. Lumos.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again!
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
You know him better than I do.
Very well. Wish me luck. Wish we had some liquid luck. Ominous, I know this is the last thing you want to do.
Yes, it is. I thought you knew me better.
But this is different. Whoever you cast it upon would have agreed to it first. It wouldn't be an innocent victim. We have to open the door.
The spell won't work unless you mean it. That's true of all unforgivables. If it must be done, then one of you must cast it.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio.
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this. Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you all right? Are you all right?
That pain. It was excruciating, but I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium. I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something. You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit. May I have a look?
Revelio. What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking. I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. Find a way out.
Lumos.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far. We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Lumos.
I see a way out. Best news I've heard all day. Ominous. About your aunt. Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again. Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous. I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.